Hi everyone, it's Roger here from What's on DisneyPlus.com. You're thinking it's Tuesday, why are you doing a live stream now? Well, there's so much news over the last 24 hours that in all honesty, it was just going to be quicker just to do a live stream. I was like, there's so much news today that this is just going to be the easiest way of doing it, because otherwise I'm going to be editing a video for like 3 hours, because there's just been tons of it today. So this one is live. Everyone's welcome to join in on the comments. I'm going to try and get through the news as much as I can, and then I'll spend some time with you guys doing some with any questions or anything like that. So I can see a few people already joining in on the live stream now, which is great. As I said, so this one is going to be a little bit different. So there was a lot of announcements at the TCA, which is the Television Critics Association press tour, which took place yesterday, and there was tons of new shows that were announced for Disney, also from National Geographic, and we've also just had the Oscars as well. Literally just got announced. So let's jump into some of the news. So before we get into the Television Critics Association news, I want to just do a quick few bits of highlights. If you're a fan of Turning Red, there's going to be a special plane that is going to be used in Toronto. It's going to be going around with Air Canada to promote the film. Also, if you're in the Hollywood area, they're going to be doing a special 1 week long engagement at the El Capitan Theatre in Hollywood. So if you want to see Turning Red on the big screen, you're going to want to check it out over at the El Capitan Theatre. They haven't yet announced when that one's going to be coming. I'd guess it'll be about the same time the movie comes out, but that one's looking pretty cool. Also, yesterday we had the first trailer for The Kardashians, which is a brand new series. It's going to be airing on Hulu in the United States. It'll be on Star Plus in Latin America, and for everyone else, including here in the UK, it'll be available on Disney Plus. So this one will be arriving on Thursday, the 14th of April, with new episodes being released every Thursday. So we get all the different people from the show. So you're going to have Chris, Courtney, Kim, Chloe, Kendall, and Kylie all kind of doing all their life stuff. So it's going to be very interesting. There's a new trailer, kind of very fancy. And this one got a lot of attention. I couldn't believe the amount of attention that it got in our Facebook group and on Twitter. A lot of people kind of getting a little bit confused of the fact that it was being advertised on Disney Plus. Well, internationally, of course, we get all of the different shows, and we're starting to get these things. So it's great to see that The Kardashians is going to be running at the same time on Disney Plus as it is in Hulu, which is looking good. That one's going to be a really popular one. We also got The Dropout. So this is a brand new limited drama series, which is inspired by true events. This one's going to be dropping onto Hulu on the 3rd of March with 3 episodes. On the same day, it will also be released on Disney Plus internationally with 3 episodes on a Thursday, with new episodes dropping every Thursday right through March on Disney Plus internationally and on Hulu in the United States. The trailer looks great. I can't wait to watch this new series. This one is definitely something I'm really looking forward to. But yeah, lots of great stuff coming up with those kind of shows. But let's jump into something else today. So we got the Oscars nominations was announced. Now, in a surprise kind of thing, or logged into Disney Plus, and there was a live presentation coming on this earlier today. So you could get into Disney Plus and you could actually watch the Oscars or the Oscar nominations live. So it was a Good Morning America live feed, so you could just follow that along. So I was watching it on my phone, and I was just like, this is really weird having a live stream on Disney Plus. Whether or not this is going to be something that we're going to be seeing a lot more of, the fact they're doing some testing, according to a quote that we got from them, it said that we performed a test for live streaming capacities on Disney Plus in the US. We're pleased with the results and will continue to test to deliver the best experiences to consumers. So we're getting into live stream. So only like 2 days ago, we did a live stream on our channel here, and people asked about doing live stream. Disney've already done it. Disney've done one, so that opens up the door for Star Wars Celebration, San Diego Comic-Con, D23, Disney Plus Day, but also it really opens up the whole thing here for maybe sports. I mean, we've been saying about some coding going on for Disney Plus to add some sports stuff, like maybe bring ESPN Plus in. Well, we've had our first live stream test today. They didn't announce anything in advance. It was very last minute, but this was a massive. I can't believe the amount of stuff that's going on with Disney Plus right now in the last 2 to 3 weeks in the United States. We've seen some ESPN content drop. We're getting some mature content. For example, today in the United States, you got Summer of Soul, which was nominated for Best Documentary at the Oscars. So that's good there. So it's a nice little new release for you today. And just all this kind of stuff that's going on. Snowdrop dropping tomorrow, which will be a big series. A lot of big changes in the United States. So there's going to be a lot of great stuff in there. So what I'm going to do is now just going to, I watched the live one. I'm just going to jump now into some of the nominations for Disney Plus, mainly just focusing on the Disney side. As I said, I know we've got the live chat going on right now. What we'll do is I'm going to go through all the news, and then we'll do a bit of an impromptu live chat. Right. Okay. So the Oscars were nominated. So this will be taking place on March the 27th. We don't yet know if this is going to be live streamed on Disney Plus as well. I wouldn't be at all surprised if that did. It's going to be airing on ABC in the US and on Hulu in over 200 territories. It's probably just going to be in the US on Disney Plus if they do it. But Best Picture, Disney picked up West Side Story along with Nightmare Alley. They both picked up nominations. I think best. That's going to be interesting. And I wouldn't be at all surprised if West Side Story drops onto Disney Plus around the world, or just before it drops as an Oscar nomination. Also, in terms of other movies that were nominations from Disney, Jessica Chastain was nominated for the actress in the leading role for the Eyes of Tommy Faye. We also got actress in a supporting role. So Marina DeBose picked up Best Actress in a Supporting Role. Steven Spielberg picked up Best Director nomination for West Side Story. As I said before, Summer of Soul picked up the Best Documentary Feature nomination, which is pretty cool. Best Animated Feature, really Disney kind of dominated this one with Encanto, Luca, and also Raya and the Last Dragon picking up nominations in this one. While for Best Cinematography, we got Nightmare Alley and also West Side Story was picked up for nominations. While also looking here at some other nominations from Disney in the music original score, Encanto picked up a nomination. While the Best Music Original Song also was one from the Encanto. I don't know why they do. We don't talk about Bruno because that would have been a much bigger hit. We also got Production Design, a couple of nominations there for, again, Nightmare Alley and West Side Story. Costume Designer was another one for West Side Story. They picked up lots of nominations. And also Cruella and Nightmare Alley. Makeup and Hairstyling, Cruella picked up a nomination along with The Eyes of Tammy Faye. And Sound, West Side Story picked up another nomination. Visual Effects, this one's a little bit more interesting. Got Free Guy, got a nomination, along with Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings and Spider-Man No Way Home. So lots of nominations there, some great stuff going on. But yeah, so this one was a really big surprise to see the nominations. I think there's some great ones there. Most of these movies will be on Disney Plus internationally. I suspect Nightmare Alley is a little bit more delayed because, like here in the UK, it's only literally come out in cinemas. But I am expecting West Side Story to drop on Disney Plus, and even in the US on that one there. So a really great one. So we've got a question here from Jack. He said, "Do you think the UK will be able to receive a live stream?" Definitely. I think today was purely a last-minute ditch test to see how it worked and to test the things. And Marvel Gamer said West Side Story is streaming on Disney Plus Australia on March the 3rd. I know that was the home video release, so I don't yet know if that's the streaming one, but I suspect it will be coming around then. Right, let's now shift gears. We're going to talk now about some new shows that have been announced from National Geographic. So there was tons of them yesterday. I mean, literally. I mean, I thought that the Television Critics Association, they did one a couple of weeks ago for Disney Plus, and they talked about free shows, and it was like, well, is that it? Is that all we're getting? But no, for National Geographic, there was over 12 new original series that were announced. So let's go through them. I'm going to do them just bit by bit. I won't go into full details because there's just so many of them. You'll find all the details over on what's on Disney Plus on these. Right, so we've got first one was following the huge success of Welcome to Earth. We're going to be getting a brand new documentary from them called Pole to Pole, with Will Smith traveling from from the South Pole to the North Pole. So that one looks pretty interesting. Nice to see that one getting the go ahead. We'll also be getting Beyond Belief, which is going to be starring David Blaine. So he's going to be sort of meeting shamans and magicians who perform magic. We'll also be getting the epic adventures of Bertie Gregory, who he's 27 years old, and he braves the ice worlds of Antarctica in search of the biggest gatherings of whales and comes to face with specialist buffaloes. We're going to have photographer, which is each episode is going to be directed by a different filmmaker who will partner to tell a photograph, to tell a story of his life. So lots of stuff going on there. Also be getting great migrations. So animals on a whole are on the move. So they'll be just be looking at land, sea, air, all kinds of stuff. So this one's going to be another massive, great big series from them. We'll also be seeing Home, which is a new series that has been developed with BBC. And interesting with this one is they're planning on this for like 10 years. They've already commenced work on the first 3 seasons, and it's been in development to have another 6 seasons after this one. So Home, I think, is going to be a massive series. If they've literally committed to 10 seasons of that already. Lion is going to be put together by Jon Favreau, and it's all going to be about, as you'd gather, lions, and that's being worked again with the BBC Studios Natural History Unit. So they're going to be following a single pride for 4 years, and that's, again, just a lot of time and effort being put into these National Geographic content. If you are a fan of Secrets of the Whales, Disney has also confirmed that this is now going to become a new annual multi-part franchise to coincide with Earth Day each year. The first one we'll be getting in 2023, which is Secrets of the Elephants. Obviously, they'll be following some elephants. And there's also going to be another one where they're going to be focusing on the Secrets of the Octopus. So that one, I would imagine that will probably be in 2024. There's a lot there going on. We got Sentiment, which is what if monkeys do maths? Do whales mourn their dead? Do bees draw maps? And the largest communication network is run by mushrooms. How special are we? So this one looks at a number of different things, and it's also going to be, just more National Geographic. I think we're really getting a lot more content we're here on there. And Donnie has just said the Lightyear trailer has just been released. It doesn't surprise me. Generally, I expect we'll have a look at that one. Okay, so we've also got Supernatural, which is a brand new documentary from James Cameron, and it's going to be narrated by Benedict Cumberbatch. So this one is a new series which will utilize scientific innovations and leading-edge filmmaking technology to reveal the secret powers and the super senses of the world's most extraordinary animals, inviting you to see, hear, and beyond human perception. So, that one definitely looks cool. I mean, if you've got Benedict Cumberbatch coming in. We're also getting the Biggest Little Farm series. So they're going to be doing a special, which was a catch-up on a movie they did a few years ago. This one's going to be following John and Molly Chester, who have abandoned their Los Angeles urban life to instead live on a dried-up farm in Ventura Country. So this will be a brand new series, as I said, for Disney Plus coming later on. Then we'll also be getting We Feed People. So this is a documentary movie which was created by Ron Howard and follows the renowned chef Jose Andres and his non-profit World Central Kitchen incredible mission that has evolved over the last 12 years to feed people. That'll be coming to Disney Plus after a short theatrical run at festivals on Friday, May the 27th. So that's going to be there for Memorial Day. So that's all the National Geographic stuff. So as I said, tons of stuff coming in there. Loads of great documentaries coming in. So also, let's now jump into the Disney side, because there was even more announcements at this event. I mean, it was just crazy how much announcements they've made in the last sort of 24 hours. Almost as if there's a big quarterly investment call coming up tomorrow, where I wouldn't be at all surprised if there were some major announcements. Let's now go through the Disney side of what they announced at the Television Critics Association. Okay, so brand new original movies include Prom Pact, which is going to star Peyton Elizabeth Lee and also Mayo Manheim. So you might know him from Zombies. This one, it's kind of, she ends up like tutoring a jock and ends up kind of realizing there's much more than trying to get into the biggest, I think it's Harvard University. They also confirmed that Under Wraps 2 is in development and will be coming out as well. They're doing that one. There's also a brand new holiday movie called The Naughty Nine, which is a holiday heist movie that you've got to think of Ocean's 11 at the North Pole, which follows a fifth grader, Andy, who's been a bit of a troublemaker. And when Christmas morning rolls around, Andy gets stiffed by Santa. He realizes he's on the naughty list and feeling unfairly, he puts together a crap team of fellow naughty listers to execute an elaborate heist to get the presents he and others feel they deserve. So that will be debuting on Disney Channel and the Disney Plus. So that one's going to that's interesting. I like the fact that they've made a real big shift with the Disney Channel, this stuff now, where it's very much like Jewel. Then, same thing with Under Wraps 2. They're going to be doing the same thing with this, where, it's coming to both. We also got some new unscripted content. We've got Grown Up, which is a brand new Disney Plus original series with Brie Larson being one of the executive producer. This is a groundbreaking hybrid docuseries that explores the challenges, triumphs, and complexities of adolescence, and through 10 compelling ages stories. The series using narrative, experimental, and documentary filmmaking to follow one cast, individual ages between 18 and 22 as they tell their story, and each 30-minute episodes will feature one young person, and there'll be different directors throughout. Also, and I love the name of this, Jeremy Renner has got a new series that he's going to be presenting, and also an executive producer called Renovations. So let's see what they did there. So this is an original 4-part series that embraces Jeremy's lifelong passion for giving back to communities around the world by reimagining unique purpose-built vehicles to meet a community's needs. Behind the screen, he is a massive, great big construction fan, and he's heavily invested in kind of doing this stuff. So that is a really kind of interesting thing, really. So we got a couple of big ones there with those two involved. They also announced earlier, but they re-mentioned this one. They're doing a new Goosebumps series for Disney Plus. They also confirmed that The Secrets of Sulphur Springs Season 3 is now a go. So that will be, again, coming to the Disney Channel and Disney Plus. So if you're a fan of The Secrets of Sulphur Springs, that one will be returning for a 3rd season. It was also announced that The Proud Family, Louder and Prouder, which is coming to Disney Plus on February the 23rd, will now debut with 2 episodes. So we're going to get 2 episodes at once. So that's, again, that'll be great in a couple of weeks' time when that one drops. Also in development, they got a brand new live action movie called Palo Santiago and the Rivers of Tears. So this is a brand new, based on a very popular book. The story includes a teenage girl who has always relied on hard science and logic to make. I just can't see. Can't see. It was raining and cloudy when I started. So I'll start again. The story introduces a teen girl who always relied on hard science and logic to make sense of the world, unlike her mother, who believes in magic, but folklore becomes fact when Pablo, best friend, goes missing and has to save her. So yeah, going to be a great amount of stuff coming with this one. Let's see here. Other things that were announced at the event. We've got a new animated series for Disney Junior, and obviously that will be arriving on Disney Plus, called Tiny Trailblazers, which is geared towards kids, and it's an entertaining stories modeling that is about positive attitudes about the great outdoors, and highlights the importance of the environmental conservation and wildlife protection. And they'll be working with Reese Witherspoon, who is going to be a producer. She's also going to be leading her voice to one of the characters. And also National Geographic is going to be involved with that one. They also announced a brand new Disney Plus original movie called Super Fudge. So this one is being put together by Joe and Anthony Russo, who you might know from the Marvel Cinematic Universe. They're putting together this animated movie based on the classic book from the 1980s. So this one is all about a 12-year-old who almost has it all. 2 boomer parents, a perfect, though rather odd Turtle, who has his own bedroom in a cramped Manhattan apartment, a ride-or-die best friend, Jimmy, and 8 whole weeks of summer vacation ahead of him, with just one massive problem: his brother, called Fudge. Fudge isn't just a problem. He is a tornado, a tsunami, a superstorm, an Arctic bomb of chaos and destruction. And when Fudge runs away under Peter's watch, a unique family adventure across New York happens. So that I actually quite like the sounds of that one. That one sounds a lot of fun. They also confirmed some new details on American Born Chinese, which is a brand new series based on the comic book. and they announced that Michelle Yeoh will be starring in that series. They also confirmed that Rita Ora will be joining the new Beauty and the Beast Disney Plus series that they're currently working on. They confirmed that Big Shot Season 2 is currently underway. They also confirmed that we'll be getting a new series called The Crossover, which they're going to be bringing. Daveed Diggs is going to be doing the narration on that series. They also confirmed at this TCA event that Doogie Kamealoha MD will be returning for a second season, as will the third season of High School Musical, the musical, the series. They also confirmed that season 2 of the Mighty Ducks Game Changers and the Mysterious Benedict Society are both currently in development and in production for second seasons on Disney Plus. They also confirmed that Catherine Zeta-Jones has joined the upcoming National Treasure Disney Plus series. So there we go. So that was all the news. This is why I looked at this slot and I was trying to go like, how am I going to do a video on all of this stuff, because there's just so much of it. There has just been so many announcements. There's going to be a lot of stuff. So let me know what jumped out at you from that lot, because there were some really great things coming on. So obviously this is primarily Disney branded television and National Geographic. This won't be like Marvel and Star Wars. They'll keep them for their other things, but just great to have a lot of content. There's a lot of great stuff in there. So that was great. As I said, so that was all the news that I wanted to get through today. Again, there was just so much of it. I thought, why not? Let's just do a live stream, an impromptu live stream, see how it works, see how we get on, and see how this moves along. So let's see here. We've got some live questions here. So Caleb said, since Disney Plus Worldwide did a live stream for the Oscar nominations, I believe it will be much easier to integrate Hotstar everywhere. Something tells me it won't be the last time. Oh, definitely. I do actually wonder. I think, like, just in general, the with the live stream, it opens up the whole idea of doing like sports, live television, live events. It really does just blow up so much more ideas of what they want to do. They just this test really did just kind of catch me off guard. I was not expecting it today, and it worked well. I mean, I was watching it live. I mean, I had no reason for it not to work. But yeah, I mean, with all this stuff with ESPN and also all the stuff with mature content and now live streaming, there's a lot of stuff going on. Right. Let's see what we've got going on here. Dana said the Dropout looks awesome. Yep, I'm really looking forward to that one. The Best VS3 said, what happened? Well, there we go. I've gone through all of those bits and pieces. Okay, let's see what else we've got. As Q said, how's your day? It's going really well. I've been really busy today with all the stuff just covering from TCA. The movie dude said, are there any hidden Disney Plus like Netflix? I don't think so, because I know on Netflix you can find categories and stuff. I don't think they've really kind of said like this. There's definitely no like hidden movies, I don't think, because it's just they're either available or not. I don't think they do it like that. Knox Wave said, how was your day? It's been pretty good today. All good. It's been down to the beach before the Oscars and took the dogs for the walk. So Dave said, have we heard when the Wonder Years is coming to Australia? Sadly, I don't yet know, I'm afraid, Dave. I don't know when that will be arriving. Hopefully it'll be pretty soon. But is it on another network or anything there yet? Leah said, can't wait for Jeremy Renner's Renovations. Yeah, I just love the name. That was just such a cool name. Queasy Monkey said, what do you then about Disney creating a Star Wars Old Republic series, a movie that interlinks? I'm quite happy with them doing it. I would, in some ways, maybe going forward might be a little bit better. But yeah, I got no objections to that one. So my VCR says it's just nice to wake up and having a good, yeah, yes, always a good one. Audrey says, are we getting Titanic on Disney Plus in the United States 1997? Yeah, so the thing is with Titanic is internationally, like here in the UK and stuff, Titanic was distributed by 20th Century Studios, so therefore we can get Disney Plus. I think Australia's got it, but in the UK we haven't got it just yet, but we could get it. In the US it was distributed by Paramount, so therefore unlikely to come to Disney Plus in the US. Is Pixar making Dory's Nightmare? I don't know. I haven't heard anything about that one for a while. So AMN said, what about Pixar? Yeah, so this, again, the TCA, they were literally focused on 2 events last night. It was from Disney branded television and also the National Geographic. So we don't really know too much about Pixar, what they're doing. They did announce a few things at like Disney Plus Day. They're working on that Win or Lose series, but a lot of stuff does kind of move along. So Dave said no. 1 year is not another. It is weird how it all works out. So Jeffrey says, how many new subscribers do you think Disney Plus will announce tomorrow? Ooh, this one's hard because they have had the launch of Disney Plus in Hong Kong, South Korea, and also Taiwan since then, and obviously we've had Christmas and stuff. I would be surprised if they. I'm going to go quite maybe 5 to 10 million. Yeah, maybe 5 to 10 million. I'm not expecting a huge bump. Connor says, when are we going to see Mandalorian season 3? Well, I would imagine, really, in all honesty, we're kind of watching it right now with the Book of Boba Fett. We've kind of, they've literally, I think they're just getting ready to finish up season 3. I'll be surprised if we don't get it maybe in early 2023. But I think hopefully the Book of Boba Fett will kind of tease you over. And obviously we're going to be getting Andor and Obi-Wan Kenobi this year, so we've got 2 more series to come. So it's not like the last 2 years where we had, once Boba Fett ended, we didn't have anything. We have got 2 more series coming up. Movie dude said, so Roger, who is your favorite Disney character created by Disney, not Star Wars? Well, the thing is, really, is kind of funny, is so many of the Disney characters were actually created by somebody else. Winnie the Pooh, Pinocchio, Cinderella, all of these were like they brought them, or they just use fairy tales. So it's really hard to kind of say that one. I'll probably say probably Chip and Dale. I think that would be my one to go. Donnie said, could you see an Avatar spin-off series made if the sequels are successful? I definitely think they could do, but I mean, they've got 4 movies planned at the minute. I think they've really got to see how this does, but I definitely could see it. It depends if they can do it right with the money. That costs a little bit more to do. Queasy Monkey said, with Xbox teaming up with Paramount and PlayStation teaming up with HBO for TV shows based on their games, could Disney or FX team up with a game studio to create a retrospective? Yeah, I definitely could see them doing it. I think it's going to be on a case-by-case basis, so that's definitely an issue. What about the logo reveal of Hollywood Stargo? Yeah, they've not announced anything regarding Hollywood Stargo for a while. That one's been a while on that one, so I haven't heard anything. Mr. Cool Bear, our new subscriber. Thank you very much for becoming a subscriber. All right, Wolf Gaming said, what are your top TV shows? Right, so in terms of maybe what I'm watching now, I'm really enjoying the Book of Boba Fett. I'm also enjoying Big Sky and Pam and Tommy. Those are the 3 I'm watching right now. In terms of like all time, that's quite difficult. In terms of the ones on Disney Plus, I definitely feel like Falcon and the Winter Soldier was one, The Right Stuff, and picking another one just off the top, and The Mandalorian. Got to be The Mandalorian. Randy said, comment, not a question. They've spent a ton of money on Marvel and Star Wars Disney Plus originals. They need to do the same thing with Disney. Totally agree. They definitely need a lot more stuff being done by Disney. And I'm really glad that we had all those announcements. It's just interesting with whenever Disney make these announcements of yesterday they here's like 30 odd shows that we're making the movies, and then people are just going, well, where's Kenobi? It's like, they've announced a load of stuff. So this one's going to be pretty cool. My VCR still works. Are you expecting any big announcements tomorrow during the investors call? Ooh, right. So as far as I don't want to get my hopes up, but I'm feeling at the minute that I would not be at all surprised. And these are just pure guesses. I'm just going to say this is a pure guess. Hotstar and ESPN internationally are going to be merged in with Disney Plus. That's my prediction. The stuff with this live stream now has opened up some testing. I would not be at all surprised if we're going to get some sports added to Disney Plus internationally. I think I wouldn't be at all surprised if they announced Star Plus and Disney Plus in Latin America were to merge. And I wouldn't be at all surprised if we get a little bit more of an announcement about them getting Disney Plus in the US ready for more kind of sports and mature content. I think that's the prime focus of getting I think they're just getting prepped for having one streaming service. And like the news, the stuff that they've done in the last 3 weeks, like this live stream for the Oscars, adding ESPN content onto the everywhere. They're starting to add mature content in the US. So yeah, loads of stuff coming in here. Mr. Fulton says, when is Bear in the House coming to Disney Plus? I really wish I knew. I wish I knew when Bear in the Big Blue House was coming. So many people are really looking forward to this one. Queasy Monkey said, are the Walking Dead spin-offs coming to Disney Plus? Well, no, I think Disney only have the distribution rights to the main show, which will be coming back in a couple of weeks on Disney Plus. So that's the why we don't have all of them. Jeanette says, what is your favorite Disney Plus movie or TV series? So I'm going to say The Mandalorian is my favorite Disney Plus series. My favorite Disney Plus original movie, Luca. I just love Luca. I thought that was great. Movie D says, why doesn't Disney Plus have an email? Probably because they just haven't got the staff in place to deal with it. Like the online chat is easier for them to do with. Randy says they should make a deal with Sony, get their relationship as strong as possible. Yeah, I don't see a problem with that one at all. Mr. Cool Bear says, what about Playing Crazy, the first Mickey Mouse cartoon? Yeah, it's pretty cool. Is that one not on Disney Plus? I thought that one was on there. The trouble is sometimes with these is it depends on issues with the quality, whether or not they've. I mean, Playing Crazy, is that not on there? I would have assumed it was on there. No, it isn't. I thought that would have been on there. Hey Roger, will Disney do another live stream on Disney Plus? 100%. This was a test. So Epic Gamer 24 said, what did I miss? Sorry, you might want to just rewind and go back because I went through all of the announcements from the TCA overnight, which was lots of National Geographic content, live streams, and etc. Okay, so we're going to be about another 3 more minutes because, as I said, this was also a bit like with the Oscars, just a bit of a test live stream. Connor says, when's Disney going to make a reboot of Disney's House of Mouse? I wish they would, because a load of people seem to love that series. A lot of people like it. Randy says they need to give Comcast a big check and get it over with. Definitely, 100%. It does look like they're doing something is there going on with that one. Star Joker said, when will we see the Star Wars The Bad Batch Season 2 and the excitement of Kenobi? People seem to forget. Yeah, I feel like The Bad Batch always kind of falls into that side of it doesn't have the same impact because of it being animated. I wouldn't have been surprised if it started on Disney Plus Day, but they might want to hold it back. They might do the announcement at Star Wars Celebration at the end of May. Potato said, what month is summer in this? They haven't said. They've just literally said it's coming in the summer. Mr. Coolbear said, what's better, Netflix or Disney Plus? Well, I think you don't need to ask me on that one. There's definitely Disney Plus. I definitely watch a lot more of it. Movie D says, thank you very much and love your video update. Yep, thank you very much. Thank you very much for staying in. Santa Claus asks, when is Alice in Wonderland's Bakery coming to Disney Plus? I believe it's tomorrow. It's coming on tomorrow. And Reflection said, so is it confirmed that Disney is getting rid of Star? It's not confirmed. What they're doing is the concept of the promotion of Star, they've kind of they don't use the Star branding as much as they were. I think it was confusing to consumers internationally because they thought it was like another streaming service or an add-on or something like that. That's why Disney kind of stopped using, like, they don't use the promotion of Star. When they don't put the logo up there, they're still kind of putting it's a Star original series, but they're kind of, there's a lot of testing going on. Miguel said, hi Roger, love your content, thank you very much. Do you think the old silly sympathies will be added? I hope they should be. I really would wish they would be putting them on there to kind of just fill out and let's have the library content. I just don't see why not. And okay, our final question is from Mr. Filton. Will they be putting the Spider-Man movies on Disney Plus? Easy answer. Outside of the US, no. There'll be none of the Spider-Man movies will be on there. In the US, it's a little bit more complicated. They do have a contract in place, but I mean, any movies being released over the next few years, so any new Spider-Man movies, they will get the pay to window. So after it's gone to cinemas, it can then go to Netflix and then it will go to Disney Plus. They do get access to certain old movies, so they might get added them at some point. So There we go. Thank you very much for this impromptu live stream. Thank you very much for joining me. As I said, if you missed it, just if you can either rewind or when it ends, you'll be able to get into it. But again, thank you very much. Hope you guys all have a great day, and I'll be back with another video soon. Laters. See you later. Bye.